All right. The mat is going to be our friend today. Our friend. All right, so I'm going to take it behind the toes. Try to have it as flat as you can to start. And have all the toes inside the band. Okay? Now use that band as leverage to sit nice and tall. Ears, shoulders, hips in a straight line. Bend those knees. Okay. We're going to take the chin to our chest, pull the navel in and round just until the lower back touches the mat. So arms are straight, arms are straight, arms are straight. And bring yourself back up. I'm rounded. And once my shoulders and hips are in a straight line, I stack up tall. Let's try that again. Chin to chest, scoop the belly, shoulders go down. Let's exhale. Lower back touches, that's it. Inhale up. To exhale down. Keep the arms super straight, hang in there. Inhale up, don't take too long. We can inhale that long. And then exhale back down. Good, we'll do one more. Inhale. To exhale. This one I'm going to go all the way down. Elbows go to the floor. Draw your knees in. Now I'm going to connect my heels. Shoulders are relaxed. I'm going to press my legs out for 2 counts on an inhale and exhale back in. Lengthen, scoop, wrap. Feel like those legs are reaching longer even after they're all the way out there straight as can be. Next level, chin to chest, eyes to belly. Relax those shoulders. Now remember, if your head is off that mat, it's eyes to belly. Shoulder blades completely off that mat. That's right. 2 more. I'm going to inhale and exhale. 1 more. Take the head down. Now I'm going to lower my feet towards my mat, but don't touch the mat. Press my legs straight out, zip it straight up, and then bend them back in again. Try that again. Push the feet towards your mat, don't touch it. Press your legs straight out, lift up, we go back to bend. Stay bent, press the feet towards the mat, press out, lift up, and one more time. Lower, press out, lift up, and bend. Now straighten those legs straight up to the ceiling, lower to 45, bend those knees, and zip those legs back up. Lengthen those legs, bend the knees, don't let the feet touch the mat. Draw in and up. Lengthen long. Bend the knees, draw them in. Last one, zip up. Lower. Bend all the way in. Now take the legs together, feet together. Think of curling your toes over top of the edge of that band. Push out in parallel, come back in. And I inhale to exhale. Feel those glutes firing as the legs press all the way out. And the core firing. Eyes to belly if you like. Inhale out. I'm already getting warm. How about you ladies? Yep. Didn't take too long. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen. Scoop. Last one. Head down. Flex your heels. Continue on leading with your heels. Please make sure your back is nice and heavy, no matter if the legs are going away or back in. So that bowling ball stays on that torso. Yeah. Inhale out. You want eyes to belly. Push from the tush. Core goes deeper. Just 3 more. Press it. Bring it in. 2 more. Last one. Rock yourself up. Keep your knees bent. I'm going to slide my hands a little further down towards my mat so I can hold my arms almost parallel to the floor. So my arm closest to my screen is going to push down, and the opposite arm is going to go up, and I'm going to hinge back. Come back up. Now go away from the screen. Inhale, both arms are moving. Exhale. So one's pressing down, one is pressing up. Come back to center. Inhale to exhale.
2 more, please. Each side. Inhale. My arms are super straight. It's like I'm trying to pull my arms apart. 1 more each side. Inhale. 2 exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to take my fingers down and around, and now my palms are facing me. If this is too tight, slide it down a little bit. Be able to bring those arms to parallel in a 90-degree angle. Hinge back, stay nice and long. Take the arms out. Do 1 curl. Hold that curl. Zip the spine back up. Try to keep those elbows parallel to the floor. Now I lengthen. Curl back in. Come up tall. Melt those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 exhale. 1 more. Now hold this one here. Then I'm going to do more curls before I come back up. Out and in. Feel that belly pulling in and up. Shoulders, not belly strain. 3, 2, and 1. And bring it back up. Straighten your legs out. Slide your feet a little further apart. And take the arms out to the edges of the mat. Sit as super tall as you can. Knuckles face the floor. Shoulders are down. Think of going even taller. Pull those arms through, expanding the chest, and then return home. Inhale. 2 exhale. There should not be any strain to the shoulders. The shoulders are down. Chest is opening. Back of the arms are firing as well. And I'm not collapsing on that exhalation. So I inhale as I pull back. I exhale. Take your time. Sit even taller. Inhale. 2 exhale. Just 3 more. Feel your shoulder blades trying to meet in the middle. Inhale. Exhale. The taller I sit, the more space I have for my arms. And 1 more. Good. Then take the band off your feet. Fold it in half. Bend the knees and take the band behind the thighs. Reach those arms nice and long. I'm going to lay it all the way down. I'm going to pull my thighs towards me. Keep those arms straight. Zip the legs straight up. Now my arms are not resting on my mat. They're covering the mat. I'm pitching my band with my thumb and second finger. I should not be able to pry those legs apart in that Pilates stance. They are nicely, tightly wrapped. You can keep your head on the mat, or I'm going to take a nice big inhale, and on the exhale, nod my chin to my chest. That's another option. I'm going to start to move my arms for the 100. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. If the band flapping around is driving you nuts, grab your hands like I did. You don't have to. Don't feel strain to your neck. I'm holding my head up from my belly, and I'm pumping my arms from my back. Breathe, please. Inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the lips. If 5 counts is too much to inhale, try 4. You'll eventually be able to get to 5. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Pull it towards you and release. I'm going to gently rock side to side. Nice and easy. Okay. Take that hand, hold it up over your chest. The hands are shoulder width apart. The shoulders are down. I want the knees 1 fist width apart. I'm going to tuck my tail and start to come up into a bridge. And as my hips are lifting up, my shoulders are pushing down. A little tension on the band to release the spine back down as exhale. Take your time. Tuck that tail. Lift up, bone by bone. Inhaling up. Exhaling, melting back down. Now I'm going to add on. As I bridge up, my band is going to go against my thighs. My thighs will push through my band, and I return back home. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck that tail. Inhale, press. Exhale, lower.
Take your time, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lift it up. Inhale. Exhale. Give me one more bridge. We'll inhale. Stay here. On the exhale, bring your arms all the way behind you. Keep it there. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Float your back. And then bring that band back up. Knees come in, and the band reaches for your ankles. I'm going to pull my feet closer towards my seat. I'm going to draw my chin to my chest. If I want to lift my head up, my band's going to reach long into a diagonal. My right knee comes in, my left leg goes out. And I switch. And I switch. And I switch. It's inhale to exhale. Now my band's going to go back into a diagonal on the inhale, forward diagonal, exhale. Inhale to exhale. Keep that band tight. Inhale to exhale. And inhale, last one. And hug both knees in, and the head comes down. Relax those shoulders. Reach those arms longer towards your ankles. Inhale for nothing. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest. Reach everything away from your center, and then bring it back in. Here's the breathing. Inhale, 2, 3, to exhale. Wrap your thighs, sit bones are together. If your head is lifted, you don't want to lower it down as the arms reach away. Inner thighs connect, draw it back in. 2 more, please. Reach it long, bring it strong. Last one. And then release my head. Bring your arms straight up over your chest, shoulders again are down on the mat. Zip those legs up. We're going to do a scissor. So right now that bowling ball is on your torso. Lift up the head if you need to do that. We're going to take the right leg towards the band, and then the left, the right, the left. Try not to cheat. Keep that band up over that chest. It's okay if the leg can't touch it. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and hug it in. Rock yourself up. Okay, open up that band, flatten it out again, put it behind your toes. Try to have all the toes inside the band. We're going to lie back down and bring those legs straight up, and the elbows go down to the mat. You choose how much resistance is on that band. Once again, the head can be down, or I'll exhale to bring my head up from my core. My legs will go lower, 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 zip up and hold. It's inhale, 2, 3, exhale. 1, 2, 3. Now please make note what your lower back is doing. Make sure it's not arching off the mat. Press long into that band. You want nice, long, lean muscles. Reach along. 1, 2, 3. Bring it up. Inhale, 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 exhale. Now let's reverse it. Inhale down. Exhale up, up, up. And again, inhale. Exhale up, up, up. Push longer out there on that band. Up, up, up. Last one. Inhale. Exhale up, up, up. And release that head. Now take the legs a little bit to your right. Come down, around to the left, and hold center. Go to the left, down, around. So I want you to feel the movement coming from your powerhouse, from your center. And I inhale to exhale. Keep those legs together, keep those heels centered. And start from the belly. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, and bend those knees back in. Let the band fall off your feet. Just let it go on the mat. Hands go on your shins. Pull those knees a little closer. Now let's try, if you can, for everyone to lift their head for a second. So draw your chin to your chest. Get the shoulders off the mat. Take hand over hand behind the head. If this is not cool for you, put your head back down. So my knees are way in, my back is heavy, my elbows are open wide. Rotate your shoulder, your back shoulder towards me. And the leg that you're twisting away from, press it out. Come back to center. As you rotate in a direction, push the other leg out. Get your shoulders off the mat and come back in. Try that again. So you want your elbows being a straight line, shoulders off the mat. So you're crunching up, nice and high. And we rotate. Remember that bowling ball back to center is on that torso. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Elbows stay in a straight line. Back to center. Last one. Take the feet down. Let the head drop. Keep the elbows out wide. Hands behind your head. Let your knees float out like a diamond. Lift the head off the mat and hold for 3, 2, 1. Place it back down. Exhale up. 3, 2, 1, and lower. And again, make sure you're not pressing your hands so much against the head that you feel like you're lifting your head from your hands. You're lifting from your belly. We exhale, hold. 2, 3, back down. And again, hold the air out of center. Bring it back down. I'm going to hold this one up. I want you to reach your right arm and pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Switch the hands out. Pulse 8. 1, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you choose 2 hands behind your head or 2 arms reaching. Pulse 8 more. 8, 7, 6. No, straighten your neck, right? So I'm using my core to lift me up. And 3, and 2, and 1. And reach your arms back. Lengthen your legs all the way out onto your mat. We're going to swing those arms around, nod the shin to your chest, and sit up. How'd that go? Okay. Are you sitting on your band? Perfect. That's where I want it. Did it end up that way? Perfect. Okay, we're doing all right. All right, so we're going to take those arms, bend them, and take your thumbs right by your armpits. Pilates stance with your feet, point the toes, slightly hinge forward. So I'm creasing at my hip flexor. All right, so I pinch my band, my palms are facing forward. Reach those arms all the way up, and bring it back down. Do that again. Inhale, to exhale. Now, visualize your spine going up with those arms, but staying up even though the arms are going down. Use your breath. Inhale, and exhale. Remember, I'm not going straight up. I'm not sitting straight up. I'm more going into a diagonal. More of a diagonal. Scoot that belly. Now this time, press it up, lower down. Bring it back up. Bend your arms back down. Press them back up. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Now if you move too fast, you miss a lot of muscles. Slow. Give it a strong push. Now lengthen. Your fingertips are reaching the wall in front of you. I come back up. I bend back down. I'm going to change this one more time. Don't tune me out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Back up. Now this time, open. And bend back in. Try that again. Lift up. Lower. Your spine should have changed. Lift up. Open. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, 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 up. And release. Let go of the band. Take your legs as wide as your mat. If this is hard for you to sit up tall with the legs straight, you can bend them. You can even roll up your mat and sit on top of it and have the knees bend.
But this is not going to stretch your spine. You got to start here. So feel like you're sitting on thumbtacks. We're going to inhale up. On the exhale, start to peel off the wall, but we stop at the mid-back. So when the mid-back starts to leave the wall, that's when we stop. Now pull the belly in, squeeze your seat, lift up from the front, not from the back. Exhale. My arms stay parallel. You're going across a table, tables don't go downhill. And then squeeze your seat, fire that core, watch your shoulders. Exhale, shin first. Push that belly button back, look into that navel. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, come back up on the exhale. Open your arms out like a T. Again, sit as tall as you can, bend the knees if you need to. Now twist to face me. This is an inhale. On the exhale, soft baby toe, look at your back hand. So I'm rotating that spine. Zip it up from the front, twist on the opposite direction. Now don't move those hips, but reach to the belly. Inhale up, keep those feet flexed. Some same feet move as you twist. You want to feel like you have these feet against two poles. So don't go like this with them, right? You want to get the rotation on that thoracic spine. Reach forward. Inhale up, sit tall, wringing water out of that rib cage. Exhale. Inhale up, rotate, 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 rotate. Exhale. Bring it back to center, and then release. Okay, I'm going to sit cross-legged. If that's not good for you, then take your legs however you need to. Slide that band up to the base of your armpits. Should you be slouching onto your lower back? Thank you. Somebody answer. All right, so don't get caught lazy, right? Don't get caught being tired. Stay lifted. So I'm pinching that band with my thumb and second finger again. I'm going to hold it chest tight. My elbows are softly bent. So it's not a 90-degree goal pose, it's out a little bit more. Think of reaching out and hugging a big oak tree. Inhale. Exhale, push away the forest. As my arms slowly go out, my belly presses in. And then press out for 2. Sit so tall, your neck should be in line with your spine. So think of that ceiling starting to come down, and you're going to hold it up with the crown of that head. Now let's reverse the breath. Exhale out. Inhale, return. Exhale. And inhale. Just 2 more. For everything else still, just the arms are moving, so try not to move the rib cage. Press out. And then return. Hold it back. Okay, take the band. Little noises up here at doors. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, like, what was that? Weird stuff is happening today. A picture fell out of the studio. It's like we're talking with someone. Whoop, I'm like, what was that? Okay, lay on your stomach. And take the band and lay it right at the top of your sternum. Okay, let the band go right down how to set up. Back issues. Take the legs a little bit wider than we will be. We're going to go 6 bones apart. So my shoulders are relaxed. My belly button is pulling away from that mat. I'm resting my forehead on that mat. Think of a marble being right underneath that nose. Give a push so my neck now is in line with the rest of my spine. I'm going to press through the heel of my hands. I'm going to squeeze my seat. My belly button stays on the mat. So here I am in student extension. And release back down. Pull the belly button away. Roll that marble gently with the nose. Inhale up. Exhale down. The shoulders, as you come up, should be gliding down towards your heels. Then you come back down. Let's add the neck roll, okay? So we're going to lift up again at the inhale. Let go of the breath. Look towards me. Then look down, around, away from me, and back to center. Then look away from me. Circle that chin down to the side, back to center, and then release. Now I'm going to use my band. If you find the band's not working for you on this one, do it without it. I'm going to slide my hands along that band until I'm on the very edges of my mat. Forehead's resting. I'm pinching that band with my thumb and second finger. I'm going to press my arms covering the floor straight out. And my wrists need to be straight. All right, so I'm going to lift up my head and chest. I'm going to squeeze my seat. Now all I want you to do is forward circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the elbows and lower back down. Now if that was too much, do the next set without your band. So my forehead's resting again. Press that band out off the mat. Cover your head and chest. Squeeze your seat. Forward circle. 5. Now I'm moving my arms from those back muscles, yes? And then reverse. An armpit muscle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So we're going to do one more set of hands up. Stretch back in a challenge pose and wait for us. Here we go. Press the arms long. Lift up nice and strong. Squeeze your seat gently forward. 2. So those armpit muscles. And reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Stretch back slowly, gently into a child's pose. Don't rush through that. And if you want to stay here longer than I'm going to be staying, that's perfectly fine. Nicely done. Okay, let's come on to our forearms. I'm going to go over my band. You don't have to. I'm going to take one leg back. I'm going to make sure I've got all my critical connections before I take that other leg off. My belly's pulling in, my shoulders are connected. I'm kind of wrapping my thighs and my seat. Take the other leg out. If you need to, you lower to your knees. Pull that belly in strong. Push off that mat. Make sure your shoulder blades aren't poking out. And we're going to hold this for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Here's 4, and 3. Now pike up your seat and let your head go towards your mat. And then come back through. The upper back's going to come through, the head comes along to the right. Try that again. Push off those forearms. Inhale in this little pike. Exhale. Just give me one more. Pike it up. Head goes heavy. Belly in strong. Bring it back to a plank. Exhale. Lower your thighs to your hips. Flatten your feet. Knuckle to knuckle. Shoulders are down. And my shoulders and elbows should be in a straight line, legs together. So my hips are on the mat, my belly button's off. Kick your right foot twice to your glute. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. Right, right. Try not to move the pelvis or the hips. Do you feel a little bit in your knee? I do. Anybody else? Just a little bit. Okay, if you don't, what do you do? Last one, and come all the way on to your stomach. Lay on your ears so you can see me, and take your hands to the middle of your back if you're able to go that high, and let your elbows and shoulders just fall down. Belly in, legs together. Without moving your pelvis or your hips, 3 tiny little kicks in. 3, 2, as I straighten my legs, my fingers are going to slide down the back of my body and reach for my heels. Come back down on your opposite ear, kick 3 times. 1, 2, 3. My feet go down, my head and chest come up. Look towards me, slide the hands back up and kick. 1, 2, 3. Reach. Other side, inhale. 1, 2, 3. Let's just do one more. To me, each side. 1, 2. That's an inhale. Here's my exhale. Lengthen. And look away from the inhale. 1, 2, 3. Open the chest. Blades are coming closer to the center. And release back into a child's pose. Slowly. Take your time. Take your time. And reach nice and high. Wonderful. Okay, let's do a spine twist. We're going to sit on our mats, and we're going to take that band again behind the base of the armpit. You doing okay so far? Yeah. You're more than halfway there. So form is so important when you exercise, especially in Pilates. So the legs, the ideal position for spine twist are the legs be straight. But if that is going to make you come like this, I'd rather you bend your knees. You can even sit cross-legged. Look how that brings you up nice and tall. So whatever you need to do, just sit up tall. I'm pinching my band with my thumb and second finger. My feet are flexed, and they are not allowed to dance. This is called dancing feet. See how my hips move with it? Can't do that. So we're going to reach out nice and long. Shoulders are resting on top of the ribcage. My fingers are straight, so are my wrists. Shoulders are melted. Inhale, grow taller. On the exhale, twist 2 times towards me. 1, 2. Should be sitting nice and tall, and the feet should not have moved. Inhale, center. Away from me, exhale. 1, 2. Your neck needs to stay with the rest of your spine. So if my spine stops here, I can't keep my head going. Inhale, center. Exhale. 1, sit taller. 2, that's it, Laura. Now I'm facing this side of the room. Good job, ladies. Back to center. And 1, 2, and release. I'm going to sit cross-legged for a second. I'm going to take my grip a little bit closer to me. And I'm going to hold my palms facing up. And feel like on your forearms are 2 trays of drinks. You're going to serve drinks to your friends. So I'm going to press out, and elbows come back in. And I'm sitting tall, and I come back in. And I press out. And I press out. Inhale to exhale. I'm not allowed to slouch onto my lower back. I'm lengthening out to the sides for 4. And 3, good. And 2. Hold it here, sweep those arms right to the front. Open them up, bring them back to the front. Inhale to exhale. Open. Make sure you can see your arms in your peripheral vision, so don't go too crazy. For 3, sweep it across. And 2, sweep it across. And 1, bend those elbows back in. Release. Okay, come on to your side. Everyone's head match mine, where mine's going. So everyone's head's going to be on this side. You're going to take that band and take it behind the top toes. Always have all of your toes inside the band so the band doesn't get all bunched up and slide down to your arch. So best you can to the center. I'm going to put both ends in that hand that matches the leg. I'm going to come to the back edge of my mat. And I can either prop my head up or lay on my arm. I can bend my arm like this. Just be comfortable. I'm going to slide my feet to the top edge. So everything else is to the back edge. My feet are to the front. My band is nice and tight. You choose if you want to make it tighter. 2 options I like to give people. My palm's going to face me. I can either anchor my knuckles to the mat and my shoulder to my rib cage, or I can hold my hand to my navel. But the shoulder needs to be down, okay? And the rib cage has to stay still. I'm going to pry my top leg up to hip height. My bottom leg should have pressed down. Release that leg, try that again. As I lift this leg up, my bottom leg pushes down. Can you feel that? One more time. Hold this up. Now, make sure your shoulder isn't feeling cranky. Keep it relaxed. Swing this leg forward, give a push, and swing it back. Now, I don't care how far you go, but the hip has to stay still. My top hip can't lean forward. My torso can't change. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. I want to see all of you pressing right here longer into your band. Push into that band as you sweep back. Here it's loosey-goosey, that's fine. Here I'm using that resistance. Is that bottom leg still pushing down? And one more. Forward, give a push. Come back, stack your legs. Your top kneecap is going to rotate to the ceiling by your hip externally rotating. Gently bring it up. Now here is where I work. I'm using my muscles. I'm using my core. Inhale, push the bottom leg down. Now exhale. Can you reach your toes longer? Almost feel like your top heel is going to go past your bottom heel. But really, is my heels even touching? No. So I'm going to try to get longer so my heel's on top of that heel. One more. Now take your top foot, flex it just like the bottom foot, and lift it up hip height. Watch the shoulder. Circle forward over top of that foot. So that's your range. Hip height as high as you can go. Feel like that leg is getting longer and longer. Now let's reverse it. Scoop around. 7. Use your belly more. Use your belly. And I go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're going to do a big circle. Take your legs forward. Lift it up, back, and down. Inhale to exhale. Can you feel your glutes kicking in? And that bottom leg pushing down. Let's reverse it 3 each direction. Go back, lift up, and around. Big circle. Make sure that bottom leg is pressing down and the core is moving this leg. Good. And then release. We're going to sit up. That was fun. Other side. Don't fall asleep on me. All right, so line yourself up at the back of your mat. Remember, pressing in this band, you want to press out and lengthen these muscles. All right, either prop your head up or lay on your arm. Scoot your feet towards the top edge of the mat. Make sure your hips are stacked. Don't be leaning back, all right? All right, pull that band tight. Knuckle loose to the floor or fist to the navel. Pry your top leg open. Push that bottom leg down. Return. Try that again. Opposition. I'm prying this leg up. Come back down. Last one. Hold this one here. Now reach that leg a little longer, and your toes shall be facing me. We're going to swing forward and give a push. Sweep back. Don't move your hips. Exhale. Your belly pushes in. Now the glutes and the back of the thigh. Take that leg behind. Nothing else moves. So I should see your navel pressing in deeper as the leg goes forward. That's it. Try to stay hip height no matter what. Because I know coming backwards, we all want to go woo! And going forward, you want to go downhill. But use your eyeballs. You can see at least in the front. Exhale, exhale. And then stack your legs, externally rotate from the hip, that kneecap. Okay, lift up, lies a feather. Now here is where I work and I lengthen and I scoop. Inhale up, now exhale. Feel the length of the body and the strength of the core. I also feel my glute. I feel my inner thigh. Use your breath. One more. Now both feet are flexed forward and I pry that top leg hip height again for circles. Now every time I circle around, I think of a coil getting longer and longer. I'm pushing more into that band and I reverse it. Can you feel your belly? It's like my belly is stirring that pot. And 4, and 3, and 2. Now that big circle, sweep forward, bring it up, back, and down. Exhale forward. Inhale, pause in the middle. Now reverse it. Inhale to exhale. Sweep it back, take your time. Good, one more. You choose how big to make it. Great. And then bring it on up. Okay, that was fun. All right, let's do some teasers. Yay. So let's put both feet in that band. Now, if you need more help coming up from a lying down position, I want you to walk your hands pretty far towards your feet. That's going to make that band super tight, okay? If you don't need that much help, you're going to take your hands all the way down until you have your arms parallel to the floor. You can even have less and have them diagonal. The legs should be 1 fist width apart unless you have a band that you cannot, you need more tightness, so take it wider. Make sense? Here we go. Chin to chest. Scoop the belly, round the back. I'm exhaling down. Draw your chin to your chest. Find that lower back. Inhale up. But your arms should be straight, right? Then lower back down. Remember, maybe you want to just come here today. Maybe you want to just stop at the lower back. But I don't want you using momentum and using your elbows to pull you up. Yep. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yep. Exhale back. I'm watching. Exhale back. Eyes to belly. If your head's down, find that lower back. Inhale up. Now, take the elbow closest to me. We're going to seek her back. You don't have to touch the mat. You can if you can. And bring it back up. And the opposite elbow. The breath. Inhale down. Exhale up. Take your time. Try not to lighten your sits bone on the side you're going away from. Don't let it rock and roll. Okay? Take your time. Feel the muscles, feel the movement. That's the beauty of Pilates, the control of your leg. And then press those legs straight. And if you haven't walked the hands down because you didn't need that support, walk your hands down now. We're going to work these posture muscles at the inside back. So I'm going to start with my close grip row. And again, I'm sitting super tall. Like I'm sitting on thumbtacks. I don't want to sit heavy on my glute. I pull back. And you feel those muscles contracting. Take your time and lengthen all the way out. Pull. Pull. One more. Now I'm going to slide my hands a little bit more towards me so I can have my arms parallel. Palms face the floor. Thumbs to armpit. Stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale. Cool. I'm trying not to collapse as I bring my arms back out. I'm going to keep that spine nice and tall. I inhale and I exhale. 3 more. Thumbs to armpit. Elbows are going across the shelf. 2 and 1. Then seek her back. Just hold this here for a second. I want you to take your head forward towards your thighs. Pull your elbows back. And see if you can even straighten the arms as your head goes more forward. Retrace your steps. And hold. Okay, I'm going to try that in slow motion. So here, so you, this isn't too bad. Like, don't be like, okay, what's next? Pull the elbows back. Round forward. Eyes to the navel. Press those arms straight back. Then bring it back, straighten the arms. Head goes forward, elbows drive back. Now squeeze those triceps. Bring it back. Good. I'm just going to come up and sit. Okay. Take the band down towards the top of your mat. Come onto your stomachs. Woo. Less than 15 minutes. You made it. All right, so I'm going to reach my arms nice and long, and I'm pinching my band with my thumb and second finger. My arms are an extension of my shoulders, so I'm not as wide as my mat. I'm directly out there by my shoulders. My legs are sits bone width apart. You know the drill. When you're laying on your stomach, you're pulling your belly button away from the mat. So I'm going to take my left hand pushing into the floor, and my right leg and foot push into the floor. But I'm going to lift my head and chest, my right arm, and my left leg. Okay? So I'm holding down the floor with one hand. Bring it back down. Now switch that out. Left arm, right leg move. Everything else pushes into the floor. And then release. My neck stays an extension of my spine. I'm going to inhale, lift. Exhale, come down.
Lift up the head and chest, but keep it parallel to the floor. And release. Do that again. Feel the resistance as you're pulling up against the band as you're pressing down. And again. Inhale. Exhale. One more side, please. Lift up. Bring it down. Now the grand finale for swimming. I'm going to take all my limbs, my head and chest up off the mat. I'm going to hold my arms tight into my band, and I'm going to swim with my legs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze your booty. Don't feel pressure in that lower back. And inhale, and exhale, and release. Stretch back slowly into a child's pose again. Nice and slow. Don't transition too fast. Now we're going to make this an active child's pose, so keep the back rounding, the belly pulling in, and the arms are reaching nice and long. Good. Okay. Come into a quadruped position. Tap the band underneath your hands. And don't have the band too tight because we're going to be moving it like this, right? So if I start with my band too tight, I won't be able to rotate, okay? If you want to even go slightly past your shoulders, that's fine too. If you try the first one and it doesn't feel good with the band, do it without the band, okay? So I'll show you both ways. All right, so the hand is furthest away from my screen. I'm going to reach it up and rotate. Inhale. Exhale down. Now the hand closest to my screen. I'm going to inhale. And exhale. If you don't like these ends floating by your face, just bunch it up. Inhale and exhale. So if I don't want to use my band, okay, I'll simply sweep my arm up, put it back down, try to move those hips. Good. And then release the band and another stretch back. But this time my arms are going to come behind me. I'm going to curl my fingertips to my wrist and reverse that stretch for my wrist. Okay, take the band once again behind your back to the base of your armpits. We're going to a plank. So if you don't want to be on your hands, go onto your forearms. You can be on your knees. You can do this against a wall standing up. All right. So my hands and my shoulders are in a straight line. I take one leg back. I make sure my back is pressing up against the ceiling. My armpit muscles are firing. I take the leg back safely. I'm going to lift my right leg and I'm going to flex my left heel. 1, 2, lower to your knees and give me a tricep push-up. Press through your band. Knees come off. Left leg lifts, flex your right heel. 1, 2. Lower to your knees. Tricep press. Push up. Knees off. Right leg lifts, left heel. 1, 2. Hold. To my knees. Bend. And press. Knees off. Left leg up. Pulse. 1, 2. To your knees. And now I'm going to stretch back. I can keep that band with me or I can release the band. Up to you. Come to a high kneel, please. Whew. Can we warm on those? Yeah, me too. All right, face me. Take your band away from the back of you. I want you to take this leg out. Hold your band slightly wider than your shoulders. Okay. And bring them up to the ceiling. So I'm going to stretch to my straight leg first. That's an inhale. Exhale. Now make sure the hips are pressing forward. I'm going to inhale. And this time, I'm going to take this arm all the way down to my mat. Now I want a little bit of resistance on this band. I want everything facing me, from your nose to your toes. Now I'm going to press on my band, bring it straight up as my leg comes up, and reach it back out. If you need it looser, slide your hand further up. Don't go hurting your shoulders. You can do this without the band as well. Try that again. Inhale. Feel the stretch right there. See that stretch?
Okay. And give me one more. Just going over my head as I side stretch. Good. Now press off that bottom arm. Bring yourself back up and bring the arms down. How'd that go? Anybody need a modification? No? Okay. Other leg goes out. Now make sure, see how my heel is sticking out? You should be able to see my heel. So it should be straight in line. Okay? Can you see it? Okay, here we go. So slightly widen shoulders, the hands are. I'm going to side stretch the straight leg. Come back to center. Now here's the So reach it out. Okay, my arm is stretching over. Got it? Okay, here we go. Straight up. Feel that long stretch. Inhale to exhale. Up. Make sure that shoulder is connected to the rib cage. Lengthen and reach. Inhale. Exhale. I like right there, that stretch. Push off. Right? And then bring it down. Okay. Release your band. Come on to this hip for mermaid. All right, so ideal here our legs are stacked, but you have to be able to hold yourself straight up and down. So if you're like this, take your top leg and open it up a little more. That should get you straight up. Okay? Grab onto your shin and zip up nice and tall. Not the shoulders. Elbows poking out. Press against that shin. Lovely side stretch again. Now the palms are up. Hold this from your obliques, so both arms are reaching. Now lower to this forearm. Keep your butt touching your heel. So I didn't go like this. I kept it there. Use a little bit of push on this bottom arm to bring it back up. Grab on. Inhale over. Exhale. Up and over. Push down. Now to transition, stay in your powerhouse. Hands go behind. Swing your legs out together. And there you are. The transition, believe it or not, is part of the exercise. Sit tall. Shoulders mounted, elbow out. Press against your shin. Nice side stretch as you push this hip down. Open up to that T. Keep the palms up. And I go up and over. Inhale to exhale. Hook on. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Last one. Big stretch. Bring it back. And release when your legs are out. Grab that off your back. Okay. I'm going to finish, not with Pilates push-ups. Oh, darn. Is anyone going to be disappointed if we don't do these push-ups? We did enough, she says. All right, so put a band behind your right foot. You'll like this. This is stretches, okay? We're going to lie back. My elbows pull down. And I'm pushing through that band. But my back is on the mat, my sit bones, my tail, but my leg is reaching long. Inhale for me, exhale, pull it a little closer. But don't bend the knee, okay? Yeah. Inhale. Exhale. Relax those shoulders. Just enjoy the stretch. Now put both ends into your right hand. Both legs are straight, elbows down. Now my free hand goes out like a T. Now let this right leg flop out to your right. But I'm going to keep pushing longer into that band. Now my left hip, my pelvis can't go with me. I have to anchor that down. Breathe. Keep pressing longer. Feel that length, feel the stretch. Now bring it back up. Put both ends into your left hand. Pull the elbow down. Right arm out like a T. Now, keep your butt and your hips still. Let this leg go towards the opposite direction. Hold that there for a second. So don't let your butt come up yet. IT bend. Can you feel that?
Now, if you want to add more rotation for the spine, I'm going to look away from that leg. I'm going to let my butt peel off the mat. My spine's peeling off the mat, but my shoulder, that right shoulder has to stay down. Now I'm lengthening that leg. Now use your core, bring it straight back up. One end in each hand, and then switch the feet. Grab as high as you want. Pull the elbows down. So as my elbows were pulling down, my leg was pressing up longer. Relax the neck and shoulders. Inhale for me. Exhale, pull a little closer. Try to have that leg straight. Inhale. Exhale a little closer, maybe not. Now put both hands into your left hand. Pull the elbow down. Right arm out like a T. Both legs are straight. Now as I take my leg out to my left, my right hip has to stay pushing down. Keep lengthening out as far as you can. I'm pressing into that band. I'm breathing, inhaling, exhaling. Now bring that leg back up, switch the hand, pull the elbow back down, opposite arm out like a T. Now don't let your hip leave the mat, but take this leg across your body, going across the center. Relax those shoulders, breathe. Now if you want to go further, look away from that leg, and let your back start to twist. Keep the core engaged. Come on, push that leg out there. You can do it. There you go. I knew you could. And slowly bring that leg back up. 2 feet in that band. I'm going to stretch the calves. Achilles tendon. You can be in parallel or a Pilates V. Band nice and tight, so I'm walking up my hands a little further. Pull them down. Make sure those toes are inside that band. I'm going to flex. Point. Flex. Point. Relax those shoulders. I just got busted. And 3. You worked really hard tonight. I hope you feel better than when you walked in the door. Last one. Soften your knees. Rock yourself up. Lengthen those legs. Release the band. Bring those arms up on an inhale. And round forward. It's not like you're doing a roll down, but you're not standing. And then pull that belly in and bring those arms straight back up. And we'll do one more. Reach out, round over that barrel. Don't touch the barrel with your rib cage. Scoop the belly. Lengthen out to come up. And slowly the arms come down and your spine's going to go taller. And you have made it. Yay! Okay. You feel good? That's right. You feel stretched. Lengthen, massage. All the above. Good job.